Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Key West. I hope you liked our new countdown. Thank you very much, Man Cave Effects. Great, I love the mix of the actual video and the little animations. It's just really cool. So welcome everybody, welcome to the island. Hello Susan, Kelly Racer, and Shane, and Shannon, and we have Mary. We have Cayman, Hunka Hunka, way up north, Big Bear, Annie, Susan, Sandy, and Tim, and Michael. Hey Richard, hey Bob, hey Greggy, hello Guess It Up, hello Chris, hello Hugh, hello Brian. Welcome to Key West everybody. And you will see in just a second where we are. We have the live tracking activated. And however, I do realize that I'm not sure our little bot is actually posting the link. So I'll make sure he will in just a second. So I'm gonna take you guys over to Bayview Park to begin. We are in some of the little lanes on the way over there. And I just found this, guys. Isn't that cute? Look at that. So we are headed over to Olivia Street. It's gonna be wobbly for a little bit because right now I have you guys in the cup holder. I'll switch it over in just a while. But I need both of my hands here to get things started. Yes. And here we go. All right, so this little hidden lane here is actually difficult to read. If the tracking was working, I could actually check. I think it's Podaiskian's Lane. And hang on a second. Tracking should be activated in 3, 2, 1. Let me see. There we go. So guys, you can check where we are. So we are currently on Olivia Street and headed over towards Bayview Park. From there, we're gonna head through the little streets in the Bayview Park area down to United. We should get past Key West City Hall on the way down. And of course, if we have some nice clouds and we see that we're gonna have a nice sunset, we're gonna end the stream at the Truman Waterfront. Over here we are crossing White Street, but in the quiet area, so no problem. So I'm trying to read your comments, guys. It's always a little bit tricky while riding. Hang on a second, I'm gonna get this up here. That is better. So you can look at the beautiful houses. Tim is asking if we got his letter. Did you? No, actually I haven't, but I have to admit I haven't been at our P.O. box for several days, so I promise I'll go and check that out. Always very excited when you guys get in touch with us. We do have a P.O. box. Information is in the video description. So we are in this area called the Meadows, which again is a very residential area, lots of greenery. Really quiet streets. So it is always this quiet. It's not because we are in low season. It is very quiet here. Tons of tiny little streets here. So for this Backstreet bike ride, we are going off the beaten path, going around the hidden areas of the island. We used to do this on Sunday night, but our schedule has changed, at least for September. So we are going to move this Backstreet bike ride to Wednesdays, which is not too bad for hump day, you know, middle of the week, a little bike ride. And on Sundays we are going to stream from the bar, Hog's Breath Saloon, and that's going to be Sundays and Thursdays. So we're going to have 2 streams from the bar. If you want to join us, we will be live streaming here every time from 6 till 8, I think. Of course, we will reconfirm. And if you are wondering where we are, and in a minute when our bot is going to post the real-time location tracker, so this is where we are. We are almost up at Garrison Bight. So pretty much, well, east to the main area of Key West. Of course, Key West continues all this way here. And we are headed over here to Bayview Park, the little green spot here. So we're going to turn here. And I hope you guys have your drink. I do have a drink here in my little additional coconut cup holder. It's kind of difficult to hold the gimbal, read your comments, ride the bike, and have my drink. So I'm gonna save my drink for the sunset part later. But that shouldn't stop you from grabbing a drink, enjoying the ride around Key West. Maybe, I don't know, put on your favorite soundtrack in the background. Of course, we can't really do that because of copyright issues. So you're just gonna get the sights and the sounds of Key West. So over here, Bayview Park and the Veterans Memorial Garden. So this is the area where we used to have the farmers market, and we still do have some events going on here. I remember last year the Mango Fest was here. There are the Christmas events are around here too. It's just a little bit further off. So now a lot of the things like the farmers market are happening at the Truman Waterfront. And of course, right now we don't have a lot of events going on here in Key West. And I do realize that if we're not pushing the button, we're not gonna get anywhere here. Oh, it is turning. Let's see. Fellow biker who kindly pushed the button, otherwise we're not going to make it across Truman Avenue here. Thank you so much, Keith, with the super chat. Very much appreciated. So as you can see, the farmers market used to be here and it moved to the Truman Annex. This is one of the low areas of the island, so as soon as it's high tide, king tide, a lot of rain, this area kind of tends to back up quite a bit. It is linked over there to Garrison Bight. So then the water pools in here and kind of tends to inundate all this part here, which is why a lot of the events are now happening at the Truman at the Truman Annex, Truman Waterfront Park. So as I said, this is the Veterans Memorial Garden, Vietnam Living Memorial. So we are now east of Truman Avenue. Let me know, guys, if that tracking is working for you so you can tell where we are. We are also closer to the airport. So there are tennis courts over here, playgrounds. Yes, this is where we are now. So we just turned onto Flora Street here. And I think I should probably use, where's my white bottle? Wrong one. There you go. You get a better idea of all those trees here. They are actually too big if you're too close. Yeah, it's going to be a long way until our garden looks like that. If I'm not mistaken, this is the weather station. So if you're looking up the Key West weather, this is where you get the data from. Outskirts North Roosevelt Boulevard. And over here we have the Key West City Hall. On a side note, this is where you need to get all your construction permits when you work on your house. So we know this building well. Specifically this side here. So of course, this isn't exactly a really small street, so we're going to turn back into the little streets. And I think we should head to the Truman Waterfront just in case we're missing out on the sunset. But this time we'll probably go via Bahama Village instead of going down Southern Street. Okay, let's go down Catherine Street here. Important feature of Key West life is the self-storage, because the apartments and even the houses are pretty small, unless of course you can afford one of the bigger houses. And for those who don't, you probably might want to get some self-storage space in case you're moving here and you have too much stuff. And so just so you know, a lot of these houses that you see here are actually several units. So subdivided into apartments. Really good Cuban restaurant here. Probably the reference for Cuban food on the island, El Siboney. El Siboney does have a second location up on Stuck Island, but this is the original one here. On the corner here of Catherine and Margaret Street. I can smell El Siboney. I love it when the trees kind of grow together over the streets, like a little bridge of greenery here. So we're going to be crossing Simonton Street in a second here. This is the ready to go repaved side, repaved end of Simonton. This is the original location of Bad Boy Burrito right here. Then they moved to Petronia and they are now moving to that kind of little store area, strip mall, whatever, across from Captain Tony's, really like downtown. So this place here belongs to a husband and wife. He's the fisherman. He goes and catches the fish and she sells it here. Tomasita. And of course, since we just crossed Simonton, we are now crossing Duval Street here. So corner Catherine Street, Duval Street. Let me see if our GPS is still working here. Yes, this is where we are. Catherine Duval. Of course, the quiet end of Duval. Thank you, Rosie, for the super chat. Thank you so much. And this street is Whitehead. Let's let this guy pass. The lighthouse is over there. So is the Hemingway House. cute little church here. Okay, let's turn here on Petronia. Home to some of the best restaurants on the island. Of course, you're probably familiar with Blue Heaven. Firefly here, we have the French wine bistro and creperie. We have Santiago's Bodega here. We have been here before, I do realize. The next two streets are actually one ways, but I do think nobody's gonna mind. Let's go by the old power plant. Now we're really off the beaten path. And from here we should be able to get over to the Truman Waterfront. I wanted to check on how the Bahama Village little pantry is doing. So they now have two pantries. There's the baby pantry, which is the original one, the little yellow one, and then there is a second one. They both now have doors with plexiglass, so sorry chickens, you can't get in there anymore. And they do look like they could use some TLC. So we are going to restock these pantries with your help. You guys have been very generous with us during the pandemic. So we try to pay it forward. And we'll keep you guys updated. And I didn't see the library, so there is the pantry and there also is the library, so you can donate books and food. I think they very recently also got a PayPal account because they had a lot of people sending stuff via Amazon. And these guys, the volunteers of the pantry, obviously know best what is needed. Right now it includes back to school items. So it goes beyond just food. They also have a great Facebook page where they say what they, what the biggest need is, and I think a lot of it was like shelf-stable milk and plant-based milk and etc. So we're looking into that. They had a really big push over the last weeks because there was some kind of misunderstanding, let me put it this way, between somebody else who lived on that street and the volunteers running that pantry, and so they got a lot of people got involved, and so now the end result is, instead of trashing one pantry, we now have two beautiful ones that actually close, which is really nice. And so a lot of people weren't aware of that pantry before, and now there was a huge push over like the last 3 weeks, so they didn't have any issues restocking it. And I always like to go by and check on how it's doing. So it looks like it could use some restocking here. So here we are at the Truman Waterfront, a little shortcut here. see if we can see a little bit of the sunset. By the way, guys, it is still, it felt like 102 degrees here, and the official temperature is 88, so that gives you an idea of the difference between the measured temperature and the felt like with the humidity. I call it the stickiness level. And official sunset time should actually be pretty much around now. So let's see if we get some pretty colors. So this is a great area if you want to watch the sunset away from the crowds of Mallory Square. And it looks like the sun is setting behind the clouds, or maybe just set, or is about to set, I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. So on Mallory Square, depending on which end of Mallory Square you are, the sunset is literally on the edge of Sunset Key, so the island that is blocking the view. If you're here around this time of the year, from this side on Truman Waterfront, you do have an unobstructed view of the sunset. From here it would be to the west of Sunset Key. Beautiful, peaceful, quiet night. Perfect parking spot. So guys, time for me to pull out my drink. Cheers everybody, I'm sure you already have your drinks. Here's to the middle of the week. A little hump day sunset. And thank you, Chris. Thank you for the super chat. Just seeing that, thanks so much. Cheers to all of you. Actually, there's some beautiful colors going on here. And thank you, Hanka Hanka, for supporting our channel. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Richard is asking if we've eaten at the Blackfin Bistro. Oh yes, absolutely. One of my favorite places. I love their tuna niçoise. One of my favorite dishes on the island. But we haven't been in a very long time, actually. Thank you, Tom and Kathy. So I know the super chats show up automatically here in the chat, and then the Venmo and PayPal kind of has a line on its own. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. It does show up on my phone though. And thank you also to Guess It Up. Thank you so much. So by the way, our next stream, guys, is going to be a little bit less quiet than the little Backstreet bike ride. We will be back tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Island time, streaming from Hawk's Breath Saloon. So if you guys want to join us at the bar, you can of course make song requests. So that will be tomorrow, 6 till 8 p.m. We're probably going to close down the bar again. And we will have a TGIF stream on Friday, of course. Little sunset walk. That's where we're going to go to Mallory Square and check out what's going on Duval Street. So not off the beaten path. That's the nice thing about Key West, is that you have both. This guy is going for a walk. Thank you very much, Jean-Yves. Merci beaucoup. Looks like everybody's enjoying a little evening stroll here. I thought he was with that guy over there. Maybe he's with those guys, I don't know. Thank you very much, Sandy. Hope it's warmer where you are than where Tara is. I think she said it was like 50 degrees. on, that was actually yesterday. Yes. Like the contrast between those dark clouds and the almost purple, grayish purple, and then you have the orange, yellowish red. Not sure the camera picks up the colors right. But no, that's pretty accurate. Welcome, Robert from Scotland. I guess it's late for you too. We have Jean-Yves here from Lyon, France. Our night owls. So this is today's track. We started up here, Bayview Park, and then covered quite a bit of the island here. And as always, it's really difficult to not come here to Truman Waterfront and have a look at the sunset. Beautiful, quiet area, accessible by bike. A nice contrast to Mallory Square. Of course, we're going to go and check out the sunset celebration on Friday if you want to join us again. Very different atmosphere. Again, this is what Key West is all about. Got a little bit of everything. And I agree with Armando. Sunsets are beautiful. They're my favorite part of the day, no matter where I am. So guys, if this is your first time with us, we are a live streaming channel from Key West, so pretty much everything we do is streamed live. The good and the bad. And we cover Key West events. Of course, currently there are a little bit less events going on. We do island bike rides, updates from the island. We'll check out Wall Street from time to time, and we do stream live music. Our next music stream is going to be tomorrow from the bar, 6 till 8 p.m. Key West time. And we'll have a sunset walk on Friday around Mallory Square and Duval Street. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification button so you know when we're live. The schedule keeps changing as things open up. So the schedule for September is a little bit different than it was for August. So this bike ride stream just changed from Sundays to Wednesdays, as we are going to spend our Sunday nights at the bar going forward. Alternatively, you can join us over on Facebook. We do have a Facebook page called Ride on the Rock as well, where we do post additional information. For example, that Sloppy Joe's is opening on September 4th for takeout drinks. Takeout drinks only. Now, Sloppy Joe's could have opened a long time ago, given that they are a restaurant, but they decided not to. So they are on their own schedule because restaurants are up and running and allowed to operate. But again, we will go and check that out on Friday, which is actually, coincidentally, that is the day Sloppy Joe's is opening. So our TGIF stream downtown on Friday. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow in the meantime from the bar. So grab a drink, join us in Key West. You can make song requests just as if you were with us at Hog's Breath. Guys, enjoy your night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. And thank you again for supporting our channel. You guys, everybody take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.